Hello, friends. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome or welcome back to Budgeting Over 40. I'm Melissa, and it is payday, so we need to come in and allocate our paycheck. This is the first paycheck that I'm receiving in the month of June, so let's jump in. So the money that you're looking at in ready to assign $2,483.77 is the first of two paychecks that I will be receiving from my full-time job in the month of June. My next official pay date is June 20th. So this paycheck needs to cover my bills from now, June 5th, until June 19th because the official pay date is June 20th. I may get it earlier, but we're going to work from now until the 19th. Also, the SSI benefits that I receive every month should be coming in next week. But what I'm going to do is see how far I can use this money to cover the bills until that money comes in. And also, I have not received any money from hubby just yet for the household bills. So I'm making my paycheck works until his come in. The good thing about the month of June is that we had a sizable amount of rollover that came from the month of May. So as you could see here, our rent is already paid, withdrawn. The check is already cleared for $2,500. And that money came over from the month of May, which is awesome. So over here in the inspector, you can see June's summary, leftover from last month. I rolled over $1,776.38 from the month of May that is in my sinking funds. And then there was also money that I assigned in June in the amount of $2,914.60. So that was money that I assigned from the month of May, that the inflow that I received in May. I went ahead and just jumped into the month of June and assigned it there. I do also have some overspending that needs to be taken care of, $215.04, and that will be taken care of using this paycheck. So, all right, let's get started. As you can see here, we are on the spending plan page. I do want to hit my focus views first, and I'm going to start with the fixed bills focus view. As you can see, I did go ahead and pay my electric bill. I charged it to my credit card on the due date. So now I need to go ahead and assign monies to cover 133 and 81 cents. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and underfund it by using these quick tabs over here. All right. Renter's insurance is not due until September. Cell phone is not due until the end of the month, and so is the internet/home phone. So let's go down into my babies. So after school, I'm going to put $80 here for after school. Braces is due on the 15th. So this is before I get paid again. So let's go ahead and put the 225 here. Child support, I'm going to go ahead and put 263. That's for the first payment that I usually send over to my daughter. And car insurance is due on the 13th. I'm going to assign the 238 here. Let's move down into the subscriptions. So I did assign money from my HP Inc. from the month of May. It is due today. Today is the 5th. It hasn't been withdrawn or charged to my credit card just yet. Once it has, we'll go in and we'll deal with that. Peloton, I have paused the subscription, so I'm going to snooze this target. Google Cloud is due on the 12th. So let's go ahead and assign $3 for that. And actually, I can go ahead and assign the amount that it is. It's usually $2.16. Let's go ahead and just assign that. Now, iCloud storage, SiriusXM, and Amazon Prime, those are due at the end of the month. So I can wait until I get paid again to deal with those. So as far as the fixed bill goes, these are what I need to cover before the next pay period. So we're all set for that. Let's jump over into the debt section first before we deal with variables. So in the debt section, I did assign my student loan payment from May's money. So that was already paid. My auto loan is due on the 25th. So that's after I get paid again. So I'm thinking maybe I should just go ahead and wait until I get paid again to worry about this one. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Let's see if we can get through here. All right, into the credit card payment section. So I don't have any credit card interest. I'm managing not to pay any credit card interest right now, which is a major plus for me. So in credit card payments, I do have Discover. And as mentioned in my debt payoff plan, if you have not seen the update for my debt payoff plan, the roadmap to becoming debt free, I did say that I want to put $645 to Discover. As you can see here, it's asking for 642.50, but I'm going to go ahead and put 645 because that's the amount that I did say I was going to set aside to be able to pay this off before the promotion period ends, which is in January 2026. All right, for Mattress Firm, it is due on the 14th, so I need to put $67 here. Capital One and Capital One number two, I don't have anything to pay on these. I could technically hide Capital One number two because that card is at a zero balance. I don't use it on regular basis, so I may hide that sometime because the Capital One number one is where my son's braces get charged to. So I do use that on a monthly basis, but this Capital One number two card I don't use. And Apple, I have a minimum payment of $25 to make. It is due at the end of the month, but I do want to go ahead and set this aside right now. So that's $25, and we are all taken care of in the debt section. Actually, I need to edit this view because we are missing one debt, you guys. So the new personal loan that I did take out with SoFi, this is due on the 21st. So I need to add it to this view. Now, what I was thinking before was I was going to go ahead and pay this out of this paycheck, but I'm going to wait. I actually did set up automatic payments to come out every month because I got an interest rate reduction of 0.25% if I set it up to go automatically. So because it is due on the 21st, it's going to fall on the next pay period. So we can also wait on that one. All right. So let's go ahead and check out variables. So for dining out, I'm going to go ahead and put $100 in dining out. It's going to take care of the overspending that's there. And for groceries and consumable, I think $400 should get me through. I think, but I'm going to come back to this one because I need to assign some money. So I have to jump back to all real quick. So the last payment for my baby's camp fee is due on the 9th, and I need to assign $250 here. That's the last payment. So I'm going to go ahead and underfund that. I want to set it aside because the 9th is on Monday, and I'm not sure if the SSI benefits is going to hit actually on Monday or it may come after. So I want to be able to pay that before the 9th or on the 9th. All right, so let's go back to variables. So because I did put $100 in eating out, I'm gonna put or dining out, I'm gonna put $350 in groceries and consumables. I do need to go grocery shopping. And then I want to go ahead and let's put $50 in car fuel. And we have $54.80 left here. We can go ahead and put that in pocket money. Now, pocket money is my personal spending money. And I'm going to go ahead and put that additional $54.80 there. So whatever is left to be taken care of between now and the next pay period, I will use the SSI benefits that will come in next week to take care of that. So I have covered most of the bills that are due because the camp fee, my Discover card, Google Cloud, my car insurance, Mattress Firm, braces, those are technically the only bills that I have due. I'm looking at my monthly calendar here. Those are the only bills that I have due within this pay period. So everything else is due in the next pay period, but I do have one more income coming in. So everything that is in yellow, I may be able to fill some other things in. Why do I do have an overspending here. All right, so we're going to cover this overspending out of the pocket money and what's left. So I just did undo the last thing that I did was put the $54 in pocket money. So this $29.19, I'm going to go ahead and put that in pocket money just to have a little bit of money for me to spend if I need. All right, so $29.19. There we go. So that's it. I haven't taken care of any of the savings or sinking funds just yet. That will come within the next pay period or with or out of the SSI benefits. But as you can see here, you guys, I do have a lot of things covered for what is due between now and the next time I get paid, or if hubby do put some money into our joint bills account. Underfunded for the month is $4,092.79, and we will deal with that when additional monies come in. So you guys, like I said, we are in a good position as of right now because we did get a sizable rollover from the month of May into the month of June, and it was able to set us ahead just a little bit to be able to take care of that big old bill, the rent that comes at the first of the month. So you guys, I appreciate you so much for taking the time out to hang out with me. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you haven't yet, go ahead and click subscribe. I would love for you to follow along with my journey. And if you haven't seen my updated, I guess, financial roadmap to become debt free, I'm going to link that video in the cards or in the description down below for you guys to see my plan to get out of debt. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye now.